Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play some more Risk of Rain 2. It's been a while since I made a video on my channel, and I have played exactly once since then. I don't know, there was so much stuff to distract me. I was really excited about the newest update back then, which was the Hidden Realms update. And in the meantime, another update has come out. I'm not even sure what it's called or what it really introduced. As I said, I have played since, but off camera. And, well, in retrospect, unfortunately, I ended up unlocking a bunch of things, including the new character. So, yeah, I really wish I had that on camera. It was a pretty hilarious run, also. Hilariously overpowered, that is. But, well, it's what it is. Can't really recreate that. There are a few things that I would still like to do. Oh yeah, right. For example, I did unlock this alternate skill, but I have not tried it yet. I also have not played the new character yet. But he is a melee character, and I'm not really good with mercenary, so... maybe this is gonna treat me better? We'll see. Obviously, I have not unlocked anything for him. In fact... hold on a second. I wanted to check achievements to see what I might want to focus on, perhaps. Challenges. There are quite a few still left to do. I still have to die a third time while burning. I guess that should just happen eventually, unless I try to force it. You know what? I could do that. To just unlock that item. Maybe I'll start by doing that real quick. It should be easy enough, since I have also unlocked the first artifact. And this one makes all enemies spawn as elites. So we only need to wait for a fire elite and have it kill us, and that should give me the achievement. So why don't we go ahead and just do that. So as I said, unlocking this slide, which is pretty cool, as expected. Unlocking Acrid, the new survivor, and also unlocking this artifact, all happened on that amazing run that I had off camera. Please make me burn. Thanks. Achieved 1 for life. So yeah, I've not really played with any of those. Huh, what is that? Is that a piece of equipment actually? I think it is. So, I don't know. I find those generally not as exciting as passives, but that's just me. Wait, is it though? Warm for life. Wasn't that... Wait, why isn't that highlighted either? Oh, it was here. Of course, I haven't found it yet, so it's not actually completely filled in. I also unlocked this via some kind of achievement. And I have seen multiple of these, but completely forgot to pick them up, so I don't know what those do yet. There are also 2 new tier 3s and 3 boss specifics that I never found. Well, this one is actually not a boss specific. It's an artifact key, which is involved in, or was involved in, unlocking that first artifact that I got. And I have no idea, actually there are like a billion artifacts. I was not expecting that much. I guess the newest update is actually just called the Artifact Update. Or at least that's what people call it. Might also be the official name. So yeah, I really don't know. I mean, I think I have an idea as to how to do these. I'm assuming that they use the same basic mechanism as this first one. This one is basically free because the game tells you a code, so to speak, to enter. And I wonder if the rest are supposed to be found via trial and error, or if hints are hidden in the game. I would guess so, but there are so many, and I certainly didn't see anything. So yeah, I really don't know how to start, where to start there, but I'm also not going to obsess too much about it. Obviously, these are mostly for making the game more challenging, and I don't really need that. I mean, I would like to unlock them eventually, but that's not a priority for now. I mean, this is just gonna happen over time. Poison a certain amount of enemies. Land the killing blow on 50 total enemies that have 1 hit point left. Agrit's poison only reduces enemies to 1 hit point and doesn't kill them, so that, I guess, should also just happen over time. Land the final blow on a scavenger. I mean, that's also going to happen eventually, if you just have a good enough run as Agrit. Obliterate yourself. Well, okay, so all these are actually just things that will eventually happen. Although, that being said, there is one Huntress achievement. Finishing touch. Land 6 killing bounces with a single wave. And that, of course, that run, that off-camera run that was so good, was with my favorite character, the Huntress, and it was absolutely ridiculously overpowered. Before I kind of fell behind on the scaling and enemies were just completely ridiculous. But yeah, that never happened. And I don't know if there is a way to set this up to happen reliably. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess you just have to hope to get lucky. Anyway, yeah, we'll finally just jump into it. I want to give this guy a try. We're going to be playing on Rainstorm. I guess we're not going to be playing with artifacts though. That seems like a bad idea for, you know, checking out a new character. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel quite like I feel like I didn't have enough practice recently, so I don't want to go for the highest difficulty. Huh. Okay, I mean, he looks pretty cool. Not entirely sure what he's supposed to be. Some kind of lizard, dog, alien. Alright, so his basic attack is similar to Mercenaries, a combo where the final hit deals more damage. This one is a poison spit. Okay, I was kind of expecting more poison breath kind of situation. Let's see here. Neurotoxin, spit toxic bile. Yeah, okay. Caustic leap, right. We have 2 charters for that apparently. And epidemic. So he does have a range attack, but of course it has a cooldown, so nice. So you can't quite play him as a ranged character. Also, I was kind of expecting this this leap to ask me to select a target area, but it just flings him forward apparently. Which is totally fine. Alright, so we have some money. Let's see what our first upgrade is going to be. Monster Tooth. Kind of fitting, I guess. It's not bad. Uh-oh. Actually, well... did not quite react correctly or quickly enough there. Oh wow, that has a pretty large area of impact though, which is good. I was slightly worried, or at least I wondered, how effective that leap would be against flying enemies. Obviously flying enemies are gonna be a bit problematic, but at least he does have a relatively short cooldown range attack, unlike Mercenary, so maybe I'm gonna do a bit better with Agrit. We'll see. So far it feels alright. I don't know, not absolutely super amazing, but I mean every character can get overpowered and have amazing runs. Let's see. How possible is it to kill things just with a spit? Pretty possible, looks like. Oh, tough one. I like all of these, but I think I like the brooch the most. It's just really good. The leap is a little bit hard to aim. I mean, I guess you do jump where you're looking, presumably. No, actually, you always fling yourself forward. Never mind. So I think the leap gets stopped though as soon as you touch the first enemy. I think I don't want to hang out around here too long. I don't have a ton of money. Maybe look around down here. pick up an item or two, which we can afford. Oh, I'm so slow. I keep thinking that I'm not already sprinting. But really desperately need some movement speed. There was, yeah. Oh, there's actually a big box, which we cannot afford. That's. Thought it was just a normal one. Should have looked more closely. Guess now I'll have to do just a little bit of farming to get that first. But then I'm gonna do the boss and check out the island later. Alright, how about... Oh, okay, that actually hit. Generous hitboxes, thank you. And I jumped right into this one. Wow, and I was moving while frozen? Excuse me? I don't think that's... Well, that's supposed to work. Wow, that was interesting. And that was a miss. Yeah, I don't know. It's clearly, this is not... I haven't mastered this character yet, which is, you know, not surprising since I only just started playing it for the first time, but I guess the truth of the story is really that I am really only kind of alright with Huntress. Oh, you know what? It's been throwing me off. Charge does not interrupt his sprinting. He, unlike, for example, Huntress, keeps sprinting after his dash, so that is certainly different. I wonder why that is. Oh wow, you can actually do that. Interesting. So it can be used to fling you up into the air. Good to know. Oh. I'm also really not... Oh god, I'm dead. Right? I was actually in cover. Just a miracle. Oh my god, I'm totally dying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, get in cover. Whew. Finally, wow. Give me that. Genesis loop. Fire an electric nova at low health, which should be now, actually. Oof. Well, that was interesting. I'm mostly just flailing wildly. Don't feel very in control of the situation, but you know, it's okay. We survived somehow. Yes, Acrid is pretty tanky. We do have Bustling Fungus. Right, we also have the Cautious Slug, of course, which probably helped a lot more, since I was not standing still. Right, the Stealth Kit also kicked in at some point. Definitely helped. I'm mostly just surprised the first Nova didn't get us. Okay, Tri-Tip Dagger is nice. Adding bleeding to the poison. It's really too bad that there's no way to check achievements and requirements while in-game. I wonder why that is. I mean, is that a conscious decision? But why would it be? As far as I'm aware, there's no way to consult that list when you're already in a game. I feel that's, well, just inconvenient. You can always go ahead and look stuff up online, but that cannot really be the idea, to force players to do that. Is that something? Yeah, I think I've been there. Whoops. Almost flung myself up there. think we probably picked up everything. Honestly, I did not pay attention to the gate being open or closed. Cannot tell. Oh, I think it's closed actually, so we're probably good. And we did end up spending a lot of time here after all. Which is, you know, totally fine. I'm not expecting to do particularly good on this first accurate run. What does he have there on his hand? Oh, that's the... No, I don't know. Oh, that is the skull. Right. So I guess that is the one new item that I picked up this run. Well, other than the boss item that I hadn't seen before. Pretty sure I had not seen this. I've seen it on someone else's game, but not my own. Okay, there, everything fine. Okay, there's the chance shrine. How much is this? 118. Alright. Lots of chests here. So I guess I might as well hang out around here for a little bit. So, what is the reach on Epidemic? Oh, do you actually have to target that? Or target an enemy with that? That missed. Oh, actually, it might not have missed the elite. I thought the Epidemic was just basically an area around Accurate, affecting any enemies it might happen to hit. But I think you actually shoot it at an enemy. Alright, good to know. Red Whip should help somewhat. Actually, I definitely feel a lot more mobile already. There's another tier 2. I like it. Nope, that missed. Okay, he's at 1 hit point now. I suppose I might as well try and, you know, work toward that achievement. When I have nothing else to do. Okay, I have almost enough money. For the big chest. Now I definitely do. Alright, very good. Extremely good. Also very good for a melee character, obviously. Nope. Oh, he might have died from bleeding there. Obviously. That will sometimes foil my attempts to... Oh, that was a miss. To make enemies get poisoned to 1 health. Actually, this shouldn't really take super long. Getting this achievement. Oh, well. Unless, of course, I get impatient. Alright, fuel cell. Useful as soon as we actually get some kind of use item. I am tempted to do this, but not with this many enemies around. Okay. I'll risk it. We have some healing. Gonna... Oh, that's the low health Nova. Interesting. I wonder how often that can trigger. Also, it's sticking out of his mouth? Okay. Sure, why not? He is a kind of dog, I guess. keep forgetting that I don't have to re-sprint. That's such muscle memory. It's gonna be hard to... well, hard to relearn, I guess. Huh? Did that guy heal? No. I think the poison just ran out. Whoa. Well. That's okay. Where even do we want to go? I guess... well, we want to activate the teleporter sometime soon. No idea where it is. I thought I saw some sparkles over that way, but I'm actually not sure anymore. No, I did. Okay. Or maybe I didn't. But it is the right direction, one way or the other, so I'll take it. Nice. Oh no, that's wet. What? Oh, never mind. I thought they changed something, but they didn't. Damage is actually kind of alright when you're, you know, focusing on an enemy like this. Uh-oh. Some help on hit would be amazing. Help on kill even. Of course that wouldn't really help in boss fights, but... I mean, we're staying alive pretty surprisingly... well, surprisingly we're staying alive. For the most part. Did not really take as much damage as you would expect during that. Nice. I wonder if they, with the addition of quite a few... oh, that's... you're not an enemy. I'm sorry, buddy. With the addition of quite a few extra boss-specific drops, if they increase the chances to get boss-specific drops also, that would make sense, wouldn't it? I mean, this is hardly hard evidence, but we are at 2 for 2 so far. So there's that. Alright, almost done here. I am definitely going to look around a little bit more. I have a bit of cash to spend, so let's see if there's anything to spend it on. There's an equipment, that's great. There's also a tier 2 chest. There's nothing up here that I can tell. Fruit is fine. Another course tomb. Tome. I don't know, kind of unexciting. Sure, more money is gonna help to an extent early on. At some point, obviously, it's gonna be completely obsolete. Completely inconsequential. And again, cancel my own dash for no reason. He is fine. I'll have to remember looking for those chests now. Alright, where else haven't I been? I guess I haven't been in the water at all. Did pick up the turret. Looking for capsules and chests in the water. Mostly capsules and drones, I guess, even though that one I didn't even see until the text popped up. Okay, this is open, and there is absolutely nothing here, huh? Well. Wait, is it actually that this makes you sprint? Oh, you know what? That does make you sprint. You're just walking, and you dash. That goes in. That makes you start sprinting. Wow. Does it say that anywhere? No. That's neat. Again, it's guaranteed to confuse me more and throw me off more than it helps, but in theory I find it extremely cool. Nothing down here, huh? Can we? Well, interestingly or notably, you cannot chain leaps, which makes sense. So you cannot just leap again while you're in midair, you have to land first. Again, completely reasonable, but something that's worth noting. Oh hey, I did not see you there. I guess I never did come this way. Or look this way. Okay, useful. Oh, well, I should definitely pick this up. What is that? Sommering. A fan of buzzing saws. You, again, you're not an enemy. I'm so sorry. There's some treasure. Use this as it may be. Oh, neat. Okay, definitely time to leave now. Not that I really worry about, you know, efficiency or being successful at all. I'm just trying to get familiar with the new character. Oh my god, my aim is terrible. How far do these fly? Oh, who knows? My god, Okay. Apparently, we have reached the point where we no longer one-shot wisps with that, which is slightly inconvenient, although it does allow me to pretty much guarantee more 1 HP kills. Okay, my nemesis level, where I never can tell where the freaking elevator... well, teleporter is. Kind of elevator, I guess. Dimensional elevator. Hi there. God. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but that's fine. Let's just wait for a second here. And do this. Okay. Okay, he died. You're not friendly. Have some saws. Oh, that's actually kind of neat. That's an item that allows you to re-roll items, any item, into an item of the same type, I think. I have used that a bit, but it's... yeah, I don't know. I think I prefer having another item that actually, you know, for the most part, one that deals damage. It's kind of neat, though. I mean, I don't know. I guess it could be used to optimize a run. Huh? Give me your money. Well, what? Did that not hit? I guess. I probably don't want to necessarily spend my money on this chance shrine, but I mean, I'm here. Okay. Glad I did, I guess. Huh? Oh. I wondered why nothing happened when I pressed R, but I didn't actually bother to check my cooldown, so there's that. You know what? I gotta say, watching all those poison ticks, pretty satisfying. Too bad it can't kill enemies. I guess after a while that becomes pretty annoying. But after a while you'll also have things like gasoline and will-o'-the-wisps to finish off enemies. And the poison itself is probably gonna play less and less of a role. Okay, so anyway, that was a neat distraction, but I'm still looking for the elevator. And technically there are only so many places it can be. Wow, 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 wow. What a series of fails. Holy crap. Huh? Easy prey. Oh, already. Okay, so guess I'll never have to worry about that again. And we already unlocked something, some kind of alternate skill. That was easy. And the other one was just killing... just poisoning 1,000 enemies? Not even killing, just poisoning. But I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. It seems very hard to kill any enemy without poisoning them. And any enemy that we poison will eventually also die, except for the one that ends up killing us. So... Whoa, what? Don't kick me, you bastard. What? What are you? Oh, you're just a freaking amp. Okay, as far as... I actually see them! There we go. I mean, I've definitely run right by the elevator on this level without seeing it. Maybe they made the effect more visible here, or maybe it always was this visible and I'm just blind. Okay, this is just straight up damage reduction by 5 points, I think, per stack. Which is interesting. That is a flat value. Oh my god. Oh boy. Get away from here? Why are you so slow? Oh, because you're getting sucked. That makes sense. Keep your balls to yourself, please, sir. Alright, that's one of them. The other one's right there. Have some saw blades. Oop. Really should make sure, whenever I can, to throw them at enemies from very up close so that all 3 of them hit them. Uh oh, that's not great. That's not great. Maybe jump up. Yeah, at least I'm safe from the balls here. So that's something. Oh, not those balls, but they didn't really do much. Uh oh, get sucked. Jump away. He's dead. Great. Okay, that was a little bit chaotic, but honestly not too bad. I am starting to feel a bit more in control of what I'm doing. It might be just delusional, but we'll see. We got... what was that? Chrono Bubble. Alright, I guess. More excited about those glasses. Where is he wearing them? Wait. Huh? Not on his head. Not before his eyes, anyway. I don't know. Are there enemies above? Definitely something going on above. Oh yeah. Okay, get frozen. Not before saw blading and poisoning everything in my path. I mean, I'm never going to be great at playing melee characters in this game, but it's fun. What can I say? It is actually fun. Honestly, I feel this character more than I do Mercenary, mostly because there are some ranged options. Of course there are ways to remedy that on Mercenary as well. Especially now with the addition of a certain new lunar item, which I am tempted to maybe even get on this character if I could. Although it kind of really changes the nature of how he plays, which is the entire idea. Healing? Heal on kill? Seems, you know, like thematically a very fitting item for him. More brooch? Yeah, I think. Anything that makes him be able to just be in melee and punch everything without having to worry about his own safety, I think is great. I also think that I want to probably not hang out much longer, even though there's certainly some sections of the level I haven't checked out or fully explored. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, no, supposedly they changed this. But honestly, it seems pretty much like what I'm used to, so I don't know what they changed about it. It still seems kind of useless. I don't know. Definitely not an item I can effectively use. More of those. Nah. I guess I'll keep checking because I have all the money. Well, I mean, the cube is nice. But I do like the saw blades. They are another ranged attack option. Although I guess the cube would synergize nicely with, you know, pulling enemies together to cleave them and also poison them. Here, I'll just go ahead and grab some more cash for extra experience, and we're out of here. Did I? Yeah. Hi there. Okay, next up we have this level. Do I want to break the eggs? I mean, I don't know. I probably shouldn't. I feel kind of powerful, reasonably powerful. But the enemy is flying, so it's gonna be tough, to say the least. Actually, it's probably not a terribly good idea. I'm certainly not that powerful. Not so powerful as to have a really good chance at killing that thing. There's a turret, another turret. Unfortunately, the one inside is not going to be very helpful. Okay, no enemies. Taking a bit of a risk here. That's fine. That deals a lot of damage. Should I? Oh, nope. Not right now, anyway. There, some saw blades, sir. Healing up relatively quickly here, so. Well, certainly not as quickly as I could or would like. Where'd you come from? There, some of those. Oh boy. Okay. Maybe don't just stand there and take absolutely everything. Oh, okay. Some more saw blades. One of them actually hit a wall and fell down. Makes sense. Still a little bit annoying though. Oh god. Okay, that looked a little bit close in terms of line of sight, but we're fine. Yeah, I'm really not sure about my damage and the... Oh, hi there. That's neat. I guess I do have some healing. Well, I mean, I keep saying that I'm not sure about my damage, but I am going to go ahead and break more eggs, of course, so there's that. More crit. Thank you. Oh, emergency drone. I've never seen this one. No idea what it does. Emergency. Huh. Oh god, I really should not. I mean, it's not going to affect the optional boss, so there's that. Another stealth kit, useful. some damage on hit. Very useful. Why are you blinking? Have you always been blinking? Another crit blast. Awesome. I'm not gonna open that. Oh. Especially since I don't actually have the money for it. That missed the elite, unfortunately. In fact, everything so far has missed the elite somehow. There we go. He's landed. Much to his detriment. Okay, shield generator. It's decent. Feather is amazing, of course. Any character. Well, the fungus is alright. Where are there more eggs to break? AKA, why has the boss not even spawned yet? I guess I haven't been to that ledge over there. Yeah, that would be it. That would definitely be it. Oh, squid pole. That's a neat one. It's kind of similar to the fireworks in that it activates whenever you activate something. Triggers whenever you activate something. Like right here. A squid turret should have spawned somewhere nearby. Not actually sure where. It's usually kind of nearby, but it can spawn on top of things and or behind things. Keep attacking my own beetle guard. Pretty normal. Wow, that guy is really, really tanky. Reminding me once again that it's really not a good idea to summon the worship unit. That being said, I have broken all the eggs I saw so far. I don't think it's necessary to break absolutely everything, every single one, to summon the boss. So I don't know. Oh. Yep, okay, that did it. Should I? I mean, I guess I might as well. I'm probably not going to survive this fight, but details. Oh, wait. He's taking more damage than I would have expected. It was nerfed, according to the patch notes. Both HP and damage scaling have been reduced. But I don't know how much. I mean, yeah, again, I'm dealing more damage to it than I would have expected. Definitely remember this guy being a lot tankier, but obviously that was pre-nerf, so you might actually do it. Depends how well I'll be able to deal with these. Okay, I mean, I have my dash, so. Wow, that was a chunk of damage, but actually it was just him losing his shields. That's why his hit point, his health bar jumped so much. Okay. It's really convenient that even mechanical enemies like this are susceptible to poison. I guess it's not so much poison as... Uh-oh. Oh god! Wow, that... Was I hit there? Actually, I can't tell. Obviously I didn't die, so probably not. Oh, well, that was a miss. Anyway, yeah, it's more acid than poison, I guess. Uh-oh. Okay. No, I almost jumped into the next area, but I think we're probably actually good. Wow. Did it. Don't die now, please. The stupid ads. We get... Is that a dagger? No, it's a hook. Haven't had that one in a while. Guess that should synergize pretty well with, you know, wanting enemies to generally be near me in order to be able to kill them. What is this? Oh, the hidden chest. I didn't see that one. Nightmare worm. Oh boy. I mean, this is an enemy you typically don't want to be near, so... There's that. Get out of here, please, Wisp. Thank you. And a Lemurian too, for good measure. Yikes. Oh boy. Okay, the worm has not really been damaged much. Which makes sense. So I definitely did focus on some other enemies first. And now it's kind of gone, doing its own thing. Oh, never mind. There it is. Okay. Gotta put some saw blades at least. Well, I mean, it's getting there. Oh boy, hello. Oh god. Okay, saw blade is about ready, so do this. That didn't seem to do much, but... Oh, actually there are two worms. Right, that explains that. So I probably did quite a good chunk of damage to the one that was in my face. It's just that the other one is, you know, not really interested in fighting right now. And generally they should be trying to hunt down some kind of enemy, aka me or my minions. Maybe it's focusing on a turret that's over there somewhere. Not entirely sure where over there is at this point. It looks like the what was it called? The support drone? Rescue drone? Emergency drone? Is actually gone at this point. Okay, seriously. Elevator. Hey, why do I keep saying elevator? That's so silly. Stupid teleporter is done anyway, so there's no reason to be hanging out inside its area. Where is the worm? I hear some rumbling somewhere. I also just keep missing every enemy ever. Guess I might as well head down here. Although, with the teleporter not being done, I can't even pick up any items. So, oh, hey! The worm's here. I mean, I thought it was sounding like it was coming from underground. Interesting to see him actually loop around and go back up here. I don't know if I've ever observed that. And now he's back on the surface, presumably. Nope. Never mind. Still here. Okay, worm, please. I know you like it down here, but... Oh yeah, that was effective. That was effective. That's what I was hoping for, to get all three of them to connect with him like that. He's dead. Blue portal appears. I'm not gonna use my equipment. Although, was there something good on this level? I don't remember. I'm tempted, honestly, to have a saw blade drone, but equipment drones tend to die very, very quickly, in my experience. They probably aren't any squishier than other drones, but I don't know, maybe enemies focus more on them because when they actually do have offensive equipment, they deal a lot of damage. Maybe that's what it is, or maybe you just tend to focus more on those because they stand out other than your, you know, unlike your swarm of other drones. Not that I have a swarm of other drones at this point, but you know what I mean. Okay, well, anyway, that was that. We finally get our drops here. Should I show you off? I mean, I can only assume if you're watching this, I'm probably not your only source of Risk of Rain content. So you probably know a fair bit about the game. In fact, anyone who ends up watching my Risk of Rain videos of all things, is probably only doing so because he's watched literally every other. Why is there only one choice here? That's interesting. I guess because no, I'm not sure. This is one of the new areas. The Sky Meadow, I think that's what it's called. Really cool, very large area, very dangerous too. Let's see. I mean, Gesture is always tempting. However, not with this item. I'd have to pick up something else to make that effective, really. I technically know what this item is about, but I've never managed to use it effectively. It seems to do nothing but. So it has been spoiled to me. As I said, I haven't done it myself. But it has been spoiled to me that something happens when you activate the obelisk to obliterate yourself. So I guess I'm going to try and do that. Yeah, as I was trying to say here, down here, down the shaft is where you enter the place where you unlock Accurate. Obviously, I don't have to do that ever again. I don't have to ever return there, except to pick up the environmental log, which is a bit of a pain to get. I could try and do it. I have a bunch of healing. I mean, I could go there, and it would be funny to do the Accurate unlock event with Accurate, just for fun. You do get a good number of items too, but it is also pretty. It's quite dangerous and pretty lengthy. So I think for now I'm not going to, since I just picked up the pearl thingy. What's it called, actually? So I'm gonna try and obliterate myself. Yeah. So we're going to Sky Meadow anyway, and that's the first time I see a worship unit in this level. That's interesting. So yeah, anyway, since I did pick up the item, whatever it may be called, I am going to try and make it to stage... Which one is it? 8? 7 or 8? To obliterate myself. Oh, I did not realize I was standing in that thing. Thankfully it did not just kill me. Surprisingly not. Okay, that guy's dead. Oof. Marion, please. There are several new enemies, well, 2 types of new enemies that I expect to see on the stage. Let's see. Let's get out of here first. And this is also where you access the place where you unlock artifacts, or at least the one artifact that I have. What's unlocked there? Okay, some more meat. It's actually not a bad thing to have. Yeah, for now I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm gonna try and actually just get to the teleporter as quickly as I can. This is expensive. Is that an incinerator drone? I think so. I really should be using my charge more to stun enemies too. I realized that. Another brooch, nice. That's a squid turret, by the way. They're cute. I like them. Unfortunately, they have a limited duration. They last for 30 seconds only. It's a bummer. I wish they were permanent until killed, you know, but oh well. Especially since they only, you know, you can't really control where they spawn there. There's always going to be a limited number per stage, and if they happen to be in an inconvenient location, then they're not going to be super useful. I guess they're kind of powerful while they last, to make up for that. But yeah, at least make them last longer. I don't know. That was the hidden chest? Yeah, I guess so. And yeah, by the way, this is one of the new enemies. They shoot these patches on the ground that slow you down and probably also damage you. Generally, when you see stuff on the ground that you didn't cause, stay out of it. That's, you know. Oh, and they do this and regenerate, apparently. They dig in, root themselves in. We have thankfully not seen the other new enemy type that's native to this stage. Oh boy, oh my god, what's happening here? And suddenly an army of Elder Lemurians. That is actually kind of terrifying. Oh my god. Whoa, I'm dead? I wasn't even thinking. There is another one of these. What is going on? Yikes. What is going on? What is that jet stream effect? Wow. I mean, I've only been to this place 2 or maybe 3 times, so I definitely don't know everything about it. Also, it's really large, and you know me, maybe, if you know me, then you know that I sometimes have trouble finding the elevator. By which, of course, I mean elevator, because what else would it be? On large stages. Ooh, these guys don't seem to be stunnable. So yeah, that's the other new enemy type. Parents, I think. Another returning enemy from the original Risk of Rain. Finally made their appearance here. They don't seem to be quite as scary. They were extremely deadly in Risk of Rain 1. They're still dangerous. They teleport around and probably hit hard, but they are also very, very slow, and I haven't died to one yet. But as I said, I've only been to this stage 3 times. I think, including this time. Was it 3 or 4 times? No, actually it must have been. Yeah, this is probably the 4th time. So I looped around multiple times on Hunters previously. I don't know. The count is probably not super accurate, but... Also, I'm hanging around here to pay this obelisk one more time. This shrine, I mean. I probably shouldn't. Even if it pays out now. Yep, it did not. Well, that was a waste of time and resources. I still have not found the elevator. I'm not even trying to correct myself at this point. It's kind of pointless. Seriously, have I been down there? Yes. I guess part of the issue is that I don't know my way around this place yet. Not really. So, okay, I see the sparkle flick here. I know it's large, but I don't know, I don't recognize which part of the scenery, which part of the level I'm on at a glance. Or meet. What are you? Some kind of drone? You know, I probably really shouldn't be hanging out any longer. Another magma worm, of course. Nice. Oh yeah, that was pretty effective. I would like to charge into them, like so. Maybe not a super smart idea. Maybe I should save those cooldowns for damage bursts. Oh my god. Or for these big guys. Or I could miss them entirely. That works. Oh boy. Okay, it's getting hot in here. That would have been a good opportunity to throw some saw blades. I did, but a little bit too late. Actually, I accidentally charged forward. Oh boy. Yeah, these guys are tanky. But they seem a little bit absent-minded most of the time. Not super aggressive. They do teleport around and generally appear somewhere near you, but yeah. Could definitely be worse. Just magma worm disappeared too again. Seems like they're running away whenever they're getting close to death. Which is understandable. Relatable even, but still a little bit disappointing. A little bit inconvenient. Not disappointing. Oh, there you are. Okay, please stick around for a little bit. Take some saw blades. Did you take Saw Blades? Actually, I don't know if they were even on cooldown. Off cooldown, I should say. Okay, wow. Another guillotine. Useful. And I think well, there were some things to buy, and I have a lot of money, so... Sure, one quick trip. Surely nothing bad will happen to me. Huh? Oh, I forgot that I already played that once. What is this drone? Some kind of drone. That. There is that place down there, which has to do with the artifact, but as I said, I'm not gonna go there now. There are a few items to grab there, but it's extremely dangerous, and yeah, especially when you don't have a way to prevent falling damage. Last time I was super lucky on my Hunter's run to have picked up the lunar item that makes you all shields, which makes you immune to falling damage. Of course, there's also the Headstompers item, which has the same side effect. So yeah, those are extremely convenient in that level in particular. This is a good item, but do I want it to replace my jump? I don't think so. Oh boy. Which is which here? It's actually... I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Oh no, never mind. That's Titanic Plains, and that's the other starting zone. Okay, so I mean, I really don't care either way. So I'm not going to spend any coins on that choice. There's nothing really specific to either of those stages. I do prefer the Titanic Plains, and we got them. It's the alternate layout too, the new one. So that's neat. Chest, we got that guy stuck in the geometry. Not really stuck. He's just rubbing his face, aka his full body, into that stone arc. Would you die, please? Would you die, please? Why are you not dying? I'm not hitting you. Okay. That was a bit awkward. I also have a Celestial. Right? Yes. Oh boy. Okay. These things are tanky as heck. There we go. Thanks, Guillotine, my old friend. Some fungus. Meh. Where's the teleporter? Hey, I said it right. Amazing. More meat. Sure. Can always use more meat. Oh, a big chest. Nice one. Yeah, I definitely use my charge offensively. Not quite often enough. Also, I keep forgetting about throwing in Pandemic. Nice ukulele. I was just thinking that it was, you know, that's always so satisfying to see those, see that proc, and then we get a second one. Sweet. I think that's good enough. I'm going to head on over, quickly kill this thing before it becomes a nuisance. And sorry, squid turret for reflexively trying to kill you. Okay, let's quickly burn through these beetle queens. No problem whatsoever. Oh boy. And before this is where I die? I mean, it could be. Could really. It usually happens when you least expect it, so. No, maybe not this time though. At least the bosses themselves are, you know, notoriously not particularly dangerous. There you go. You get another beetle guard. Sure. Oh, and we got a Malachite elite somewhere. Oh, actually right here. Also very tanky. So playing very riskily here, I realize. Okay. Ooh. Kill to reduce cooldown. Oh, yeah, that's actually pretty neat. I mean, I still don't know what these do. Actually, let's see what it does. Is it attacking? Is it... Oh, it's healing. It's a multi-healer. Oh, super healer. I guess it makes sense to add another rarer type of healing drone when there were already multiple types of attack drones. You're having fun there, little Squiddo. Right, more melee damage, or damage up close. Pretty much the same thing in this case. Die! Yes. Okay, 2 more stages. I never found the environment log for this. Or environment log? I guess the radar scanner or whatever for this area. Maybe this is gonna be the day. Thing is, it's probably spawned multiple times. I recently checked my statistics and I've been to this stage almost 200 times. So it seems really unlikely that it never spawned. I probably just must have missed it, because sometimes you just rush through, just hit straight for the teleporter for some reason. Or, you know, just don't see it. Oh my god, I actually died. Wow, and I died. I super died. What the heck? Killed by a beetle? No way, man. I was at minus 280 health. That was not a beetle. I don't believe that. Well, that's a bummer. I was getting really close to obliterating, and it's not monsoon, so I wouldn't have unlocked the skin, but at least I would have seen what that item does. I haven't seen what it does. I think I've heard what it does. But yeah, still, I wanted to experience that for myself. Chances are that would have killed me, but, well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. This was a good run, though. 58 minutes. Quite a few kills. Actually, yeah, we should be close to, well, I guess, let's see. I have 453 kills. I guess minion kills? Oh, they would also. Oh, yes. So, is that my kills plus minion kills, or is that 453 and 210 of those are minion kills? No, I must have killed way more than that, right? So, it's probably supposed to be added up. So, 663. 663. I just want to see how many of those actually ended up, actually were poisoned and counted towards the achievement, just merely out of curiosity. So, let's see here. Logbook. That's right, we did unlock something. Oh yeah, Summering, for example. And I also have the log for Acrid now. Let's see here, challenge. Acrid. Well, it doesn't give you the number. It's not quite half there, so... But it's getting there. It looks like about 2 more decent runs, and that should be unlocked. Okay, final thing before I end the episode here. End the video. Just gonna check what we actually unlocked. Loadout. Oh, let's see. What? Oh. Certain attacks poison enemies, dealing damage equal to 10% of their maximum health. Cannot kill enemies. Attacks that apply poison apply stacking blight instead, dealing 60% damage per second. What? What? Oh, 60% of my damage, not... Yeah, okay. Huh. I guess now that we have unlocked the achievement, we can switch to a more powerful version? Huh. I mean, 10% of an enemy's maximum health over time, not per tick. Right. I'm not entirely sure how this works. Certainly damage was ticking down for more than just a tenth of an enemy's health bar. Maybe it is 10% per tick. But it's certainly not on bosses, right? So yeah, I just don't know how exactly that works. I guess I'll look up the exact mechanics. And this stacks blight, dealing 60% of my damage per second. Per stack, I guess. I mean, I'm definitely gonna try that and see if it feels more powerful. It definitely doesn't say anything about not being able to kill enemies with it, so... yeah, maybe it's gonna be more convenient in that regard, at least? Huh, that's definitely interesting. I'm gonna check that out at some point, but as I said, I'm gonna end the episode here, obviously. It's been going on for long enough. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye!